Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A very warm welcome to this very special 2020 Scottish Concert Band Festival. As has been the case with all concert and performance events this year, SCBF 2020 is presented with a creative and exciting twist. Indeed, we are proud to present to you a virtual festival. 8 bands climbed the technological Everest, overcame the social and musical isolation, and finally managed to produce a virtual performance. Very well done to all the performers, teachers and technical producers who helped to make this happen. I suspect there were many attempts before achieving the remarkable success that you are about to see today. Significantly, 4 of the performances have come from the Shire, Aberdeenshire that is. If your school or band attempted to create a virtual performance this term but didn't quite make it, then we would encourage you to have another go at it for the end of March, when SCBF would normally be holding its national finals in Perth Concert Hall. Although PCH will open again in 2021, sadly the hall is not going to be able to take live audiences till much later in the year, once the vast majority of the population gets back to some kind of normality. Yes, there will be another SCBF Virtual Festival at the end of March, and we would encourage you all to start putting your films together as soon as possible. Our 2 adjudicators, Huna Naylor and John Mabin, met this week and viewed your films at SCBF HQ in East Kilbride. As usual, they have both given a full written adjudication for each band using the SCBF marking and comments grid. These are already on their way to you along with your award and a short film of both adjudicators giving direct verbal feedback on each performance for you to share amongst yourselves. So, let's raise the virtual curtain and get this show on the road. Opening the 2020 Virtual Scottish Concert Band Festival, we welcome to the performance platform Braidhurst High School's Saxophone Ensemble. This ensemble comprises pupils from S1 right through to senior pupils in S5. Up until the sudden change to Scotland's incredible music-making canvas, this fine group of young North Lanarkshire musicians rehearsed weekly in preparation for multiple performances throughout the year. Previous prestigious performances include the SQA Star Awards and the ensemble's Gold Plus debut at the SCBF last year. Under the direction of woodwind instructor Chris Cruikshank, the ensemble rehearse and perform both classical and contemporary repertoire. Members of the group also perform with their school concert band and various North Lanarkshire Council regional music groups and ensembles. For this year's virtual festival, the ensemble members have recorded 2 virtual performances, a cover of Dua Lipa's hit Break My Heart from her 2020 album Future Nostalgia, and in complete and entertaining contrast, the ensemble's second piece is the instantly recognisable theme from The Muppet Show, arranged by Jay Bocook. Categorically, no Muppets on show here, as we welcome Aaron, Brooke, Kai, Maria, Mackenzie, joined by Mr. Crawford playing the drums. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Braidhurst High School Saxophone Ensemble.
guys, ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's the Muppet Show with our very special guest star, Mr. Steve Martin.
Following on from our super opening ensemble performance, we welcome the South Lanarkshire Schools Percussion Ensemble back to the SCBF stage, following their Gold Plus debut in 2019. The ensemble will entertain us with Todd Stalter's Rampage, arranged for percussion ensemble by the group's musical director David Calder. As indicated in the title, this is a relentless, aggressive work that requires all players to perform with not only a great deal of force, but also subtle finesse. Originally penned for concert band, this is a composition full of challenging dynamic playing and polyrhythmic phrasing. These main features of the piece allow the players to display moments of both musical aggression and delicacy, as the main motif is passed around the ensemble. Dark, intense tones set by the xylophone ignite a menacing staccato motif that grows and spreads through the entire ensemble, like a furious tantrum that culminates in a ferocious ending to the first part of the piece. A short, haunting timpani roll provides a brief calm, but the relentless energy of this dynamic work can't be quelled for long, as the fast-spirited motif returns with a vengeance, leading to a frantic and energetic ending. Described by the ensemble as short but sweet, Rampage is a work that certainly grabs an audience's attention. We can't wait. Let's enjoy watching the South Lanarkshire School's percussion ensemble performing Rampage. Taking to the stage now in our 2020 Virtual Festival, we welcome Carluke Primrose Orchestral Flutes. Dating back over 80 years, this group of keen flautists play on a wide range of instruments from piccolo all the way down to sub-contrabass. The ensemble's sub-contrabass was the first instrument to arrive in the UK, made by the band's Dutch friend Eva Kingma. This extra depth gives CPOF a distinctive and impressive orchestral sound. The ensemble comprises around 30 enthusiastic amateur musicians, including a number of talented younger players and children. Indeed, the ensemble's age range spans from age 11 to adults in their 60s. The group rehearse and perform musical works before taking these to concerts and competitions across Scotland and beyond. The ensemble offers a warm, welcoming culture and would love to hear from potential new members. Carluke Primrose Orchestral Flutes will perform Moment for Morricone. This arrangement by Johann de May pays homage to many now ubiquitous themes from the spaghetti western movie genre, penned by Morricone. This rousing compilation of well-loved themes is a firm favourite with wind ensembles. The work has been transcribed by talented member Emma Kennedy, with ensemble timbres incorporated representing brass instruments that are so prevalent in providing the drama and creating contrast between the themes in the original arrangement. The variety in moods in the piece makes it an ideal work to showcase the full gamut of instruments within the ensemble and the stylistic versatility of the ensemble's players. Prepare to be taken on a tour of some of the finest motifs and vivid scenes of the Wild West. This is Moment for Morricone. Taking to the virtual stage next, we welcome the Strathclyde University Concert Band. Regular performers at SCBF events, this impressive ensemble is comprised of current students, staff and alumni of the university, as well as students from other institutions. Until recently, the band was run by staff from the university's music department. However, following the department's closure 8 years ago, the band has since become entirely student-run. This has seen the band undergo a significant transformation, a testament to the work of the student committees who have run the band during this time and the musical direction of conductor Chris Mitchell. The band performed 2 works as part of this year's festival. I Want It That Way, as arranged by Ishbah Cox. This was recorded in 1999 and is considered the signature hit of the Backstreet Boys. This killer tune reached the top of the charts in more than 25 countries. This powerful arrangement unleashes the low brass on the verse, dials in some very effective dynamic contrasts, and then steamrolls ahead to a climatic finish. The band will also entertain us with Daft Punk Medley, arranged by Tom Wallace. Wallace's arrangement contains a selection of 2014 Grammy Award-winning hits by the French electronic duo Daft Punk, and is based on a dazzling version by the a cappella group Pentatonix. Get ready to groove as we listen to the sensational Strathclyde University Concert Band. Our two adjudicators, Hugh Naylor and John Mabin, met this week and viewed your films at SCBF HQ in East Kilbride. As usual, they have both given a full written adjudication for each band using the SCBF marking and comments grid. These are already on their way to you along with your award and a short film of both adjudicators giving direct verbal feedback on each performance for you to share amongst yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'd now like to ask our two adjudicators to announce the award for Braidhurst High School Saxophone Ensemble.
Terrific dynamics throughout the piece. Also, the actual visual presentation was absolutely sensational, and this was awarded a Gold Plus award.
I'd now like to ask our two adjudicators to announce the award for the South Lanarkshire Percussion Ensemble.
A very tight opening and very rhythmic playing throughout, and great attention to detail. Well done, thank you. This was awarded a Gold Plus.
I'd now like to ask our two adjudicators to announce the award for Carluke Primrose Orchestral Flutes.
I am so impressed with the work and the preparation that has gone into this performance. It was wonderful, we really enjoyed it, and we have awarded this a Gold Award.
I'd now like to ask our two adjudicators to announce the award for Strathclyde University's Concert Band.
I felt the choice of the piece may not have fully suited the players who were available. There was some good articulation, but there was a lot more detail required in the piece generally. However, for this performance we awarded a Silver Award.
So now I'd like to invite our two adjudicators, Hugh Naylor and John Mabin, to make some general observations about our first SCBF Virtual Festival. Mr. Mabin.
Thank you. I think one of the things that struck me about this is the sheer quality of the videos. Not only the music, but the quality of the videos we've got in. There's some very clever people out there who can stitch these things together.
Yes, and what I found about that was the danger was that you get so involved in watching the visual that your ears weren't working hard enough. So it was so professionally done.
Yeah, I think so. Also, the standard of the videos was so good, as you say. Sometimes you would forget that this was a virtual performance where performers had been performing at home or in a classroom, isolated on their own. In many cases, it could have been a performance on stage when they were sitting together. It was so good.
Yes, yes, we found that when we were looking down, when we were looking down writing, you would actually have believed that the band were in front of you.
Yeah.
Which is an absolute credit, isn't it, to all these individual people that have worked so hard to put this together, and then to the sound engineers and all the technical people that made it all work. So you've got to commend them.
I think it's also worth saying that some of the bands, they were asked for one piece, to submit one piece. Some of the bands submitted 2, and in some cases 3. And they were all very, very good, and really, have to say well done to everybody. It was quite a challenge, and they certainly met it.
Yes, they did. And a lovely choice of music. I mean,
Absolutely.
so many of them, they still managed, as if it was in the festivals, to very much do the opener, the slow one in the middle, and then the finisher, the people that did the 3. We've talked about lots of lovely compliments so far. What I would say for me, one of the main things about the performances today was I was a little bit aware of the tempo. Now it's maybe to do with the way they had to do it, the virtual, but I felt the tempo awareness was not as good in all the performances as I would have liked. I felt most conductors did definitely err on the cautious tempo rather than the challenge. Now again, if we're live on stage, the adrenaline kicks in, and so if anything, as a conductor, we often go a little bit faster on stage, and I'm wondering if that was maybe had an impact.
I think there's a lot of things have come out today as a result of the virtual approach, and I think you're hitting on one thing, it's the tempo. You have to set the tempo very early in order to share the click track, to share the backing with the band. And there's no, once you've recorded, I'm not an expert in this, once you've recorded a few of them, you're stuck with the tempo.
Yes.
What I am, if I could mention at this point, I have great empathy with the people who have taken part. I tried it myself, and it's extremely difficult, and I must confess to taking 3 takes before I was happy to submit my particular line at that tempo, and that's where the tempo comes from. So we have great empathy, and it would be nice, I think it's important, the world we're living in, that bands and technicians continue to develop these skills, because I fear we may need them for a wee while to come. But the skills are clearly out there. Some of the videos today especially, you were quite right, you were distracted from the music for a while by looking at the pictures. We did only listen to the music, and our marks and our awards are not for videos, but we have to say there is some stunning work going on, and please keep developing the skills.
And also I would say the tone quality was still coming across really well. That was another thing. Before we came today, I was quite apprehensive about what the actual sound would be produced, but the tone quality was really superb. So again, that I guess is down to quality engineers, a great pair of ears listening. So it was absolutely
It's certainly well worth the exercise, and absolutely. I would say to any bands, lots of bands out there who have not tried it yet, or perhaps who have tried it and just maybe not completed it, have another go at it, because what we saw today, what we've seen today was quite outstanding in terms of technical approach and musical approach.
Yes, it really
very enjoyable day.
It has been really fantastic. Thank you very much to all of you for all the effort you have put in. Absolutely wonderful.
Huna and John, thank you very much indeed for your comments.